The ancient Greek myth that I will be deeply analysing is the tale of Hercules and the 12 ladies. Hercules was a famous Greek hero and demigod. Hercules had a complicated family tree. His father was Zeus, ruler of all gods on Mount Olympus, and all mortals on earth. His mother was Alcmene. Alcmene was from the mortal world. Alcmene was the granddaughter of the hero Perseus. Perseus was one of Zeus's sons, and famously beheaded the snake-head Gorgon Medusa. Hercules had enemies before he was even born. When Zeus's wife Hera heard that her husband's mistress was pregnant, she flew into a jealous rage. Athena and Amphitryon felt sorry for young Hercules. Whilst Hera was sleeping, they brought Hercules into her room. He sucked the milk from her right breast. This milk made him abnormally strong and fearless, and allowed him to possess attributes mortals would dream of. When Hera woke up, she threw young Hercules off her breast. Milk sprayed in a great arc across the night sky, imprinting the stars. Stars which would from then be known as the Milky Way. After Hercules was born, Hera sent 2 snakes to kill him in his crib. The infant was unusually strong and fearless. He strangled the snakes before they could strangle him. Hercules showed immense promise ever since birth. He had the very best teachers in his childhood and teenage years. He studied mathematics, music, and more, making him an intelligent young man as well as a physical specimen. Hera kept up her dirty tricks. She cast a devious spell on Hercules that drove him temporarily insane and caused him to murder his beloved wife and their 2 children. Hercules went to the god Apollo, who could predict the future. He asked Apollo, "How can I appease for my sins? How can I get this darkness out of me?" Apollo said that he had to complete 12 heroic labours for the Mycenaean king, Eurystheus. Once Hercules had completed every one of these tasks, he would be forgiven and would achieve immortality. Firstly, Eurystheus sent Hercules to the hills of the Main to kill a lion that was terrorising the people of the region. Hercules strangled the lion to death. Secondly, Hercules travelled to the city of Lerna to slay the 9-headed Hydra, a poisonous snake-like creature that lived underwater, guarding the gates to the underworld. Hercules cut each head off, whilst his cousin Lolus burned each head with a torch so they could not grow back in 2s. Next, Hercules set off to capture the sacred deer the sacred pet of the goddess Diana, a red deer with golden antlers and bronze hooves. Diana allowed him to take her pet as long as he returned the pet as soon as possible. Hercules' 4th task was to capture the terrifying Erymanthean boar. Hercules used a giant net to snare the man-eating wild boar. Hercules' 5th task was supposed to be humiliating as well as impossible. Hercules' task was to clean all the dung out of King Aegeus' enormous stables in one single day. He flooded the barn and disposed the dung via 2 nearby rivers. Hercules' 6th task was straightforward for Hercules. He had to travel to the town of Stymphalos and drive away a huge flock of carnivorous birds. Athena came to the hero's aid. She gave him a pair of magical bronze noisemakers to help him scare the birds in the direction he wanted. Next, Hercules went to Crete to capture a rampaging bull. Hercules drove the bull back to Eurystheus whilst holding him by the horns. Hercules' 8th task was to capture the 4 man-eating horses of the Thracian king, Diomedes. Next, Hercules was ordered to steal an armoured belt that belonged to the Amazon queen. Hercules was forced to kill the Amazonian queen in order to steal the belt and complete his labor. For his 10th task, Hercules was sent nearly to Africa in order to steal the cattle of the 3-headed, 6-legged monster, Geryon. Hera was constantly trying to make him fail, but eventually he succeeded. Next, Eurystheus sent Hercules to steal Hera's wedding gift to Zeus, a set of golden apples. The hero eventually managed to run away with the apples whilst no one was looking. For his final challenge, Hercules traveled to the underworld to kidnap Cerberus, the vicious three-headed dog that guarded the gates. Hercules managed to wrestle the monster to the ground, using his superhuman strength. Hercules had finally completed his said-to-be impossible labors. Later in his life, Hercules had several other adventures, rescuing the Princess of Troy, battling for control of Mount Olympus, and more. But to none were as challenging as the 12 labors Hercules had to overcome. Thank you.